There we go. What's going on? Uh, Slick Talk God, Slick Walk Nation. Before anything, I want to say shout out to everybody that showed up October 22nd. That was just past Sunday. That just passed. To my first, that's right. To my first sip and shop event, dope event. We had wild fun, man. We was in there sipping and shopping. Ha. Shout out to everybody, man. The support was crazy. There was food in there, drinks, mimosas. It was crazy. We had a real good time, man. So shout out to everybody that came through. I'm looking to do more events in the store, and honestly, every weekend I'm gonna just do something like I'm gonna be in the store Friday and Saturday from a certain time, and I'm gonna go to the liquor store and or have some juice bar shots, whatever you prefer, and I'm gonna have them in the store. And whoever pulls up could just come chill with me and take some drinks with me, and that's it. I think I'm gonna start doing that every weekend just because the love was so real, and that actually motivates me to want to keep doing and bringing out new stuff and do things like that. So shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. Okay, so I'm coming on here to to understand what's going on. A lot of y'all be knowing a lot of things that's going on, and y'all can say it better in the comments and tell me what's going on. But from what I know, URL, we know they got a court case going on with Norbs. Cool. Um, but there was some documents they wanted to keep sealed and not become public records, and the judge basically deaded them on it. What's the big deal? Okay, if I was URL, I would want my documents to stay sealed too, because when you give people too much information, there's no telling what they could do with it. There's no telling how to make people feel. There's no telling the hate that comes with it. It's just my opinion. So on the business side of things, I would want my documents to stay sealed too. Um, I wouldn't want nobody to know how much I make and all that. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but me also, if it did come out, I wouldn't care though. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't purposely want somebody to show them, or and I could be speaking because what exactly are these documents? Are these documents showing how much how much was made? You know what I'm saying? Are these documents showing um I don't know. What are these documents showing? Do we even know? All right, but the judge deaded them on the sealed document, so it's looking like that whatever this stuff is, it might come out. All right. If it was up to me, right, between URL and Norbs, and I never really spoke about this situation too much, right? But if it was up to me, I would just give Norbs a little something, get him out of here, and move on and go about my business. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Was Norbs a part of URL? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was a partner. I don't know if he was a scout. I don't know what he was, but he was a part of URL for that time. All right. Now I don't know what plays into when he left them or they kicked him out or whatever. Was it right before the caffeine situation, or was it before it? Period. Because it was before it, and they didn't sign the caffeine deal with him there. Then that plays a part in something, right? But if they signed the caffeine, if they kicked them out right before the caffeine deal, and they knew they was getting the caffeine deal, then that'd be a whole nother thing. One thing we do know is Norbs was a part in some kind of way of URL. All right. Now, if I offer you some money, all right, and you don't want to take it because you feel like you want more, that's something different. So if I say, yo, Norbs, on here, man, take this little 100,000 and leave me alone, man. All right. Take this little 100,000 and go sit down. Noahs might not want that. Now, the reason Norbs might not want it is because we got this as a number floating around of what they got. And it makes people act different when you think of what somebody has. This is in general, I'm speaking. When I say this, don't count nobody else's pockets. If whatever you, to be totally honest with y'all, I know the URL deal with caffeine. I know it. I know the numbers, and I know pretty much what they walked away with. I don't even think they know I know it, but I know it. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell y'all, but when people hear these numbers, it makes them act weird. You can't count nobody else's pockets. URL worked hard. URL deserve everything they got. To my personal opinion, URL deserves whatever they got, whatever they made, whatever they deserve that. Whatever deal they got with caffeine or whatever, they deserve it because they put on for battle rap for the last 14, 15 years. So they deserve whatever they got to me. I'm not counting their pockets. I don't care. But they deserve whatever they got. Now, as far as the documents being sealed, that's probably because if it comes out and shows what they got, maybe a lot of people gonna be acting a little different. It ain't gonna be them acting different, though. It's gonna be people. So man, maybe that's why they don't want y'all to know what they got. Bottom line is, stop counting their pockets. Whatever they got, they work hard to get. Let them and Nobs fight it out and do whatever they got to do, and that's that. All right, that's just how I feel about the situation. All right, and this is all stuff I saw today, so I want to talk about it while it's fresh on my mind. That was that. Another thing I saw today was Knowledge. Knowledge dropped a blog explaining what happened between him and Math. If y'all didn't see it, go check it out. It was actually a good blog. I watched it while I was driving earlier. Let me not say it. You know what? I didn't watch it while I was driving. Sorry. I listened to it while I was driving. I don't want you to think I was driving and watching. That don't go together. You know, I'd be screaming at Siri going up. All right, cool. But I listened to it while I was driving earlier, and it was a good, you know what I'm saying? It was a good blog. I mean, Knowledge was up there looking like Winnie the Pooh and talking like him. And it was a good, it was a good blog. The only thing I can say about the blog is Knowledge. It was too late. They're like, come on, man. This is, you want to do it now? Like, we wanted to hear this then. We didn't want to hear this now. It's too, we not even, it's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We ain't worrying about that. So that's what I feel about that. But the stuff he was saying, and it was some good stuff. He explained his side of the story or whatever y'all heard. If it's, I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, take his word for what he said. If Math say something, I would take Math word. It got to be some truth in what both of them are saying, I guess. But if the whole thing about Math saying, yo, I'm gonna pretend like I fired you and you do this and you do that, I'm not into none of that. I would, if I was Knowledge, I'm not doing that. No, everybody different though. I'm not into that. I'm not going up here pretending to fake argue, to fake fight, to sell a battle, to sell, to get views, and I'm not doing nothing fake. I'm not into the fake stuff. I'm not doing anything fake. All right, we could play around, we could joke, but you going up there, to me, if we try to fake fight, you know what I'm saying? It's fake fight. If we try to fake fight, I'm gonna really get mad at some point. I'm gonna really get upset. So it don't make no sense to do it. I'm gonna really get upset at some point. And then it's gonna turn real. So the fake stuff we're doing is gonna turn real. Then I'm gonna start saying real stuff, and you might start saying real stuff, and then we don't know if it's fake playing no more. We don't know if we fake fighting no more. And now it's real. I'm not into the fake made up, let's do this controversy shit to go back and forth and get some views and money. And then nah, I'm not into that. So I don't agree with that if that's true. All right. Another thing last thing I'm gonna say is when you don't know the truth about something, right? Because everybody could come on here and talk and say how they feel about this, how they feel about that. But if you don't know the truth about something, read between the lines and pay attention yourself. If you pay attention yourself and read between the lines, you'll get a great idea of what's true and what's not. All right. All right. Um, and that's pretty much it. If I see somebody, right? Let's say, I don't know, let's say I see somebody on the streets. We in the streets, right? And I see this dude, his name is Toothpick. I got to figure out a street name. So let's call him Toothpick. You know what I'm saying? He walk around with the toothpick in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Before he throw a punch, he fling it at you. So then punch you, right? So Toothpick, there we go. So boom, boom, and he swing at you. All right, boom. Right? So I want you to paint the vision. I'm creating a character here. So Toothpick, right? Toothpick run with 4 other dudes, right? 4 other dudes. We don't know their names. He just run with 4 other dudes, right? Well, you saw him with 4 other dudes. But now, every time you see Toothpick, he with 4 different dudes, right? And all the dudes keep saying the same thing about Toothpick. At some point, I mean, you can't believe what Toothpick is saying. If you read between the lines and pay attention, and you're gonna have to start saying, wait, what all these other guys is saying may be true because it's multiple people saying it, and it's the crew keep changing. So another 3 people come and then they say the same thing, and they going. Another 3 people come and they say the same, they going. It has to be some truth into what the other people are saying and not Toothpick. If you get what I'm saying. So that's just something I'm talking in general, just to read between the lines on, and you can figure out stuff for yourself. And this whole situation with knowledge and math, it's old now, and we don't really know. But I feel like if you want to know, if you're trying to figure something out, look at everything and just read between the lines, and then you'll be able to come up with your own perception of it, or your own thoughts or your own idea of it, instead of listening to one person and not knowing who telling the truth. Use your brain. You probably could figure it out for yourself. But this is all stuff I saw today. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But other than that, I don't got no more to say. Slick Talk God, Slick Talk Nation. We out there.